That mean?
Well, I don't know. You're the risk taker.
You think I'm talking about breaking the law?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how far you want it bent.
As far as you can without breaking it.
In other words, don't risk an IRS audit.
I don't give a damn about an audit. They just better not win.
That was iconic Gene Hackman alongside Tom Cruise in the 1993 film The Firm. It's so good if you haven't seen it. All right, we're all following this breaking news this morning that sheriff's deputies found Hackman, his wife, and their dog dead in their New Mexico home. The 95-year-old had long since retired from his storied career, which earned him 2 Academy Awards and 4 Golden Globes. CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister is joining us now. Now, authorities, you told us earlier, don't suspect foul play. Is there any reason being given for their deaths yet this morning?
There is not, Sarah, and this, of course, aside from being such a sad story, the passing of an absolute Hollywood legend, it's a really bizarre story. Gene Hackman and his wife, along with their dog, all found dead in their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Now, as you said, police have said that no foul play is suspected, but they have not given a cause of death. This investigation is ongoing. Gene Hackman and his wife, they were found yesterday in their home in New Mexico. Now, Gene Hackman had really stepped out of the limelight for decades. He retired from Hollywood in 2004, and he and his wife had lived a quiet, relatively private life in New Mexico since they had moved there. Now, of course, one of the greatest Hollywood screen actors of our time, and we have seen a few tributes, Francis Ford Coppola, George Takei, but of course it is very early here on the West Coast, so as people are going to be waking up in Los Angeles to this sad news, I anticipate we will see many more Hollywood tributes come. There you see the 5 Oscars that Gene Hackman was nominated for, winning 2 of them. This is even more meaningful, coming just days before the Oscars are this weekend. I anticipate that we will get a huge tribute to him at the In Memoriam. But, you know, Sarah, back in 2011, when Gene Hackman was 81 years old, he was asked by GQ in a magazine profile how he wants to be remembered. I want to read to you what he had to say. He said, quote, "I want to be remembered, quote, as a decent actor, as someone who tried to portray what was given to them in honest fashion." Then he said with a laugh, "I don't know beyond that. I don't think about that often, to be honest, and I'm at an age where I should think about it." Now, back in the 80s, Gene Hackman sat down with CNN for an interview, and despite how great he was on screen, he actually said that he doesn't like to watch himself. He said that he doesn't like to watch himself.
Unless you were looking at some other monitor, you weren't looking at it.
No, I don't like to watch.
You don't like to watch yourself? Do you go to your own phone?
No, once in a while I'll see one, but prefer to think of myself the way I feel, which is 23. And then I
vanity.
see this old man
vanity.
up there.
I
Yeah, right.
see, I see.
Now, of course, 95 years is a great long life, and he had an illustrious career, but ending in this way, in such bizarre fashion, is certainly going to strike a lot of people. So again, Sarah, this investigation will continue, and hopefully we will have more answers very soon.
Joining us now to discuss the legacy of Gene Hackman, Segun Odulowu. He's an entertainment journalist. Thank you so much for being back with us, Segun. You know, we're just watching a few clips there that is just a tiny portion of what Gene...
Jessica, you're absolutely right. 6 decades his career spanned. For everything from superhero movies, Superman opposite Christopher Reeves, he was Lex Luthor. Westerns, Unforgiven, he's opposite Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman. Action movies, he's opposite Will Smith. Like high school, and for everyone, he will be sorely missed.
And play all of these types.
George Clooney, man, like he looked like your next Leonardo DiCaprio anymore. And
Yeah.
bombs. He was a